Here are 3 takeaways from last week's legal expert panel that I got to moderate at the TUM Incubator. Once a quarter, the TUM Incubator up in Garching puts on Founders Breakfast. It's in a nice intimate space for around 40 people, and last week we had a legal panel of experts. Our 3 experts were Dr. Kai-Klemens Wehlage from Honert Law. He's a corporate lawyer with loads of experience in startup law. There was attorney Roland Pültz from Heeschen Pültz IP Law, so he's an IP lawyer, and he was actually also a physicist. So he's got a very interesting eye into intellectual property and understands the deep tech side of it pretty well. Then we had Florian Grigoleit, CEO and founder of ModelWise. They just closed a 2.2 million euro seed round. So he had some interesting examples of what they had to do legally in order to make that happen. And here are 3 things that I learned that everyone should know if they're looking at the legal side of the startup world. Thing number 1, talk to a lawyer as early as possible, before you need one. This means as soon as you start to move on your idea, you should be scouting lawyers, finding one that suits you, who you work well with, and is actually going to understand the aspects of your business that you need to protect legally. If you don't know any lawyers or you're looking for recommendations, reach out to incubators or accelerators. They all have connections to lawyers, or I can put you in touch. Number 2, intellectual property is tricky. You need an IP lawyer for this, especially if you want to protect something that's patentable. Now, this is even more important if you are still employed or you're at a university when you first start to work on your idea. Make sure you get an IP lawyer's opinion about that because it's not always clear who owns it, whether you have an agreement with your employer or university about it or not. Number 3, due diligence requires a lawyer well in advance. If you're starting to think about investment of any kind, you should be consulting a lawyer. They're going to prepare you for the due diligence, prepare your company, and they're going to guide you along through it. This is essential. So those are my takeaways from our legal panel. Look for Kai, Roland, and Florian on future episodes of Startup Knockout Germany. If you have legal questions that are burning inside you that I have to ask them, please leave them in the comments. And see you guys in the ring.